Hello guys, welcome to Dan's IT Network. Well, on today's video is we'll talk about more about RIP, okay? The split horizon, the passive interface, the count to infinity loop, and also about the timers, okay? So this is the network, all right? And the RIP is enabled on these three routers, and they are actually playing with the rip. Okay, so we can ping from this PC to this PC, and the rip is working. All right, it's good. And let's discuss first the split horizon. Okay, so the split horizon, this is enable or on by default on each of the interface of the router. Okay, so when we say if they're on, well, the rule on the split horizon is, let's say we are on this R2. Okay, so this R2, it learned about the this network, the 2.0, from this router, which is router 3. Okay, and once the R2 learn about this 2 network, it will not advertise back to the R3 because it already learned about this 2 network. Okay, well, that is the rule of the split horizon if it's enabled. And same as on this router, once this router learn about this 11 network and the 2 network from this router, okay, and it will not advertise back to this R2 because it already learned about it. And good thing about the split horizon is this is useful for a smaller network. But if we are dealing with a large network, then it is advisable to turn off the split horizon. Okay, all right. And if we want to turn off the split horizon, we just need to go to the each interface. All right, let's say for example in here, I'll go to the interface gigabit 0/0, and then I'll just type here no IP split dash horizon. Okay, and it will disable then the split horizon. Okay, well, what can happen is if the split horizon is disabled, then once this R2, okay, learn about this 2 network from this R3, then it will still, advertise to this R3. And just to give you an idea, the router on rep, okay, they are sending an updates every 30 seconds. So 30 seconds is the default. All right. Okay. And also, one good thing about the split horizon, if it's disabled, um, the convergence is much more faster. Okay, so when I say fast convergence is, for example, let's say we shut off this port or this port, okay, and then we turn it on, it will reconnect in a fastest way. Okay, so it will quickly send the updates. All right, from this router to this router. Okay, it will send a RIP update. So fast convergence, unlike in enable split horizon. Okay, so typically it's good if you have a large network, and also it is also good if it's disabled, then the our network administrator, okay, would be easy for him. It would be easy for him to do a network troubleshooting if that's the case. All right. Okay. So let's proceed on the next one, which is the passive interface. Okay. Well, the passive interface is this is being used. Okay. Let's say these are three routers. All right. They're playing with RIP. Okay. But the PC is connected to the router. So what this router does is it also send a RIP update to this PC. However, this PC doesn't really understand what is RIP. Okay, all right. Well, it doesn't have the capability or the function to understand the RIP. So for us to block the connection, okay, we need to set up a passive interface on this port. this gigabit 0/1, so that this router will not send a RIP updates on this PC. Okay, and that will also, it will save a bandwidth as well. So to enable the passive interface, then we just need to go to the router rep. Okay, this is the global config mode, and then router space rep. Okay, and then we just need to type here passive dash interface and then the port. Okay, so let's say here this is the gigabit 0/1, and on here you need to type the gigabit 0/0. Okay, all right, and regarding the count to infinity, okay, well, I forgot to mention that when we are discussing the split horizon a while ago, if the split horizon is disabled, then the count to infinity loop is enabled. All right, it means that once this R2 learn about this network, then it will advertise, so they will continue to send an updates. All right, and again, I told you that the default time in sending an updates to this router, if they are playing with RIP, is every 30 seconds. Okay. And last thing is we can actually configure the time, all right, on the RIP if we want to. So all we have to do is to just go to the global config mode. Okay, let's say on this router, and um, we type the router space rip, and then now we are on the config dash router. Okay, so we just need to type here timers. Okay, and then space basic. So by default this is the time that is set. Okay, so this 30 seconds, this is the rip updates. All right, so meaning is the router is sending an rip updates or rip routing updates to each other every 30 seconds. That is the default. All right, but you can change it if you want to. And this 180, all right, this is the once the route is not heard on a network, okay, it will hold it for 180 seconds. All right, and next the 180 here. So for this router, well, it knows about this two network, right? And it will hold about the network that it knows about. All right, it will hold it for 180 seconds. Let's say this router knows about learn about this network using RIP and also this network, then it will hold it for 180 seconds. Okay, because it knows about it, right? And the last one is the 240. Okay, so this is the flush. So going back in here to the invalid. Okay, once the for the route that it's not heard, okay, or not heard on the network, then it will it will be invalid, right? And then we'll add additional 60 seconds. Then it will be deleted, okay, on a network. So this is the default time then, and you can try to play around with it though. You can make this a 60, right? Well, you can make this 200 if you want to. You can, but one thing is that this is the default setup. Okay, and that's it. That's all about additional information about